Happy full moon. Happy Friday the 13th. I wrote you a story. Sometimes, looking into the mirror, there is an undeniable feeling that there is something on the other side. And you have to wonder, is the reflected version of me better? Is one Jekyll and the other Hyde? What does she do when she's not looking back at me? Is she wondering the same thing? So I started spending more time in front of mirrors. I wasn't Narcissus staring at my own reflection thinking about my own beauty. Rather, keeping an eye on myself, trying to get to know the me on the other side. Or maybe to keep tabs on her. It became a ridiculous ritual, but there was something maniacal in her eyes that both terrified and titillated me. After years of catching glances of her while passing a clean window on the street, or using her to pop a zit, I finally asked her, "Who are you, and what do you do when you're not in the mirror?" That's when she smiled at me. I say smiled, but it was more of a snarl. Her eyes didn't smile. They just encircled the look of a burning building with people still inside. A smile of hunger instead of happiness. I assumed she would simply answer me when her mouth opened, but it just kept opening, as if her jaw were made of elastic, I thought, until I saw it pop. Never breaking eye contact, she reached her hand into her mouth. I could see her fist bulging out of her throat, grasping at something. She pulled out a long, sharp, glimmering sword. The way she was looking at me, I expected it to be dripping blood, but it shimmered, pristine. And when she spoke, I heard with my entire body. It was a vibration, and I was her tuning fork. A sword unwielded is merely decoration. She used the sword to slice through the mirror and place the weight of it in my hands, then using her own to cut my face. Her eyes softening, she said, "Use it. Use it wisely. Slice the tethers that bind you to mediocrity. Let the blade's reflection remind you of who the fuck you are. Cut with integrity." Then she leaned back through the gash in the mirror and she walked away, leaving me staring at myself in the mirror with this sword in my hands. There is creation and there is destruction. Some things need to be destroyed for better things to be created. Happy full moon.